This story you're about to hear is not written to entertain you. It is written to warn you, because some stories in America were never meant to be remembered, only buried. Welcome to Union Stories. Tonight we travel to Washington, where faith met fear, and a girl became something the world still refuses to name. Long before Washington became a city of monuments, laws, and power, it was a land soaked in silence. Forests stood thicker than memory, and the soil held secrets older than the nation itself. Native elders once believed that the land was alive, and that if disturbed, it would answer back. When settlers arrived, they didn't listen. They built churches over burial grounds, homes over cursed soil, and prayed loudly enough to drown out the screams beneath. In the year 1989, in a quiet neighborhood not far from the outskirts of Washington, a dark brown Christian girl was born. Her name was Eliza Moore. Eliza was different from the moment she opened her eyes. Her mother said that when Eliza was born, the lights in the hospital flickered, and a crucifix fell from the wall without anyone touching it. Nurses blamed bad wiring, priests blamed exhaustion. But her grandmother, an old woman who knew the past, said only one thing: she hears what we cannot. Eliza grew up in a strict Christian household. Sundays were for church. Evenings were for prayer. Her father was a choir leader. Her mother taught Bible study. The Bible was read aloud every night, yet Eliza never slept peacefully. From the age of 5, she would wake up screaming, claiming shadows were whispering her name. At school, children avoided her, not because she was loud, not because she was rude, but because strange things happened around her. Classroom doors would slam shut when she cried. Bully voices would vanish mid-sentence, as if swallowed by the air. Once, a boy who shoved her down the stairs broke his leg without anyone touching him. Teachers said it was an accident. Eliza knew better. By the time she turned 12, she realized something terrifying. When she felt pain, something answered it. She began seeing symbols in her dreams: circles, inverted crosses, markings she had never learned yet somehow understood. She drew them unconsciously on paper, on walls, sometimes even on her own skin. Her parents thought it was childish rebellion. The church called it temptation. They made her pray harder. But prayer did not silence the voices. The voices spoke in languages she did not know, yet understood completely. They told her the land beneath Washington was broken, that blood had fed it, that faith alone could not clean it. And worst of all, they told her she was chosen. At 16, Eliza discovered the old basement beneath her church. It was sealed, hidden behind false walls, untouched for decades. Inside were journals, not Bibles, but records from the early 1800s, written by pastors who had once lived on that land. Men who preached salvation by day and practiced rituals by night. Black magic disguised as prayer. Devil-binding ceremonies hidden inside Scripture. Washington's earliest secret. The church was never only a church. It was a containment. The rituals described how certain souls could act as vessels, bridges between human faith and darker forces. The journals spoke of a watcher child, born with the ability to hear what lies beneath the soil. Eliza's name was written in red ink on the final page. She tried to destroy the journals, and the pages refused to burn. That was the night the first possession happened, not to her, to the pastor. During Sunday service, the pastor stopped mid-sermon. His eyes rolled back. His voice changed, deep, layered, inhuman. He pointed directly at Eliza and said, "She remembers us." The congregation screamed. The church evacuated. The incident was covered up as a medical emergency. But Eliza knew the truth. The devil was not inside her. She was standing between it and the world. As months passed, Eliza learned control. She learned symbols were not invitations, but locks. Black magic was not power, but language. She could command shadows, not because she was evil, but because she understood them. Yet, understanding has a cost. Every time she used her abilities, something followed her home. Mirrors cracked, animals went silent. Her prayers felt empty. She still believed in God, but now she understood something churches never teach. Faith does not erase darkness. It confronts it. Her parents found out too late. One night, a group from the church tried to cleanse her. They chained her inside the sanctuary, surrounded her with crosses, holy water, and scripture. They believed fear would drive the devil out. Instead, they broke the seal. The ground shook. Candles went black. Shadows climbed the walls like living things. Eliza screamed, not in pain, but in mourning. "You don't know what you're calling." Something answered. Witnesses later claimed the church sank several inches into the earth. 7 people were found unconscious. 2 were never found at all. The building was demolished within weeks. Eliza disappeared that night. Official records say she ran away. Local legends say something else. They say she walks the forgotten places of Washington, the tunnels, the abandoned churches, the sealed basements beneath government buildings. They say crimes committed near those places sometimes end unnaturally. Criminals vanish. Corrupt men fall sick overnight. Some are found praying in languages they never knew. Is Eliza a demon? No. Is she a saint? Not exactly. She is something America created and then tried to erase. A Christian girl who learned that black magic was not the opposite of faith, but its shadow. A guardian born from broken land and buried sins. A reminder that history never stays silent forever. Even today, construction workers in Washington report hearing a woman singing hymns underground. Security cameras glitch near old religious sites, and if you stand alone at night near the ruins of forgotten churches, some swear you can hear a whisper, "Do not wake what was sealed." This story is not taught in schools. It is not written in books. But the land remembers, and so does she. You've been listening to Union Stories. If this story disturbed you, it was meant to. Because the darkest horrors in America were never monsters. They were secrets. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.